There we go. Thank you. Gosh, I got to get better at that. I keep forgetting to turn that mic back on. Um, Good morning, sir. Good morning. And what I was asking when you couldn't hear me is, what on earth are you up early? Are you staying up late? What's going on with you, Justin? What's your time zone, sir? Let's see. Where's Kovacs? Kovacs. I've got so many different mic things. I gotta turn some of that stuff off. It's so early, dude. Let's take a look at Steam. Thanks for letting me know, though. By the way, is this updated? Properties, manage updates, updated, install content, November 27th. I don't think this is definitely not the latest and greatest. I thought this was going to be able to update anytime soon. But so I'm just doing a little bit of Kovacs. This should be any minute now. Any minute now, season 5 should be dropping. Um, 4:45. Yeah, I get up at 3 a.m. every morning. Gotcha. Is that like as a result of like a work thing? I mean, I wake up pretty early too for work, but I've been waking up early lately just because my sleep's been like whack. Oh man, the aim is always extremely rough at right when I wake up. The groggy is still in. The grogginess is still kicked. So we're just waiting for season 5 to go live. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably go to work today. So I'm not gonna be able to actually play for real till this afternoon. Cause I'll be working 9 to 5, just trying to make a living. Oh, still waking up. Let's see. Is season 5 live? Yeah, but I don't work no more. Oh, okay. Yeah. You've done it for so many years. Your body is just so used to. I mean, that's the same thing here, man. It's like when I uh, go on vacation or like have like on the weekends and stuff, dude. It's the same thing. My body's just so used to uh, waking up. Let's see. At that time, it's the same deal. I'm looking at the Discord here. Season 5 trailer for the finals will premiere on YouTube soon. Did y'all see that they dropped the finals? YouTube dropped a video and then they deleted it. And I actually posted a link to that. Let's see. If we go to general, oh wait, no, I clicked finals here. So we can actually watch this. Let's get this pulled up. Oh, they removed the finals moderators removed this. Oh, snap. I watched it last night before it got deleted. And then someone posted it like on a Reddit place. Let's see if we can find it. They said the finals peeps said that they didn't like the video. Like after posting it, they were like, this is like doesn't like reflect the updates and stuff the best. And so they deleted the video off of their YouTube. And yeah, then so I found it on Reddit and I saved it and then it got deleted. That's crazy. Wow. I'm waiting for them to, you know, game announcements, server announcements. So they still, I guess it's not live quite yet. I thought it would be. I was told, an insider had told me it was going to be like 15 minutes. And that was like basically 15 minutes ago. Oh, I got to start over. This thing, you know what? Let's get a little bit easier. Let's take this a little, let's get back to basics. It's too early in the morning. I'm not all the way. My motor skills and my motor functions are still sleeping. But yeah, we watched Jim Carrey's A Christmas Carol last night, and you know what? That's a pretty good version of that. You remember that old 3D animation, A Christmas Carol, featuring Jim Carrey, and it's the old Charles Dickens story, and he plays all of the like ghosts that visit him in the night. Jim Carrey does, rather, not Charles Dickens. But we watched that with the kids last night. It's about to be Christmas movie-a-thon here at the Gumbuck household. We're gonna watch like a Christmas movie every night. The night before last, we watched Best Christmas Ever, starring Heather Graham and Brandy, the singer, the ex-singer. I mean, she still can sing, but not a fan. Not a fan. Yeah, the old Jim Carrey one. Yeah, that's pretty good. Did you ever see the Muppets? The Muppets version of the Christmas Carol? That's a classic to me. You know what's a really good one though is the Muppets, bro. The Muppets. A really good one though is, I think it's Spirit something or other. The one with Will Ferrell and what's homeboy's name that plays Deadpool? Ryan Reynolds. Did you see that? Spirited? I think it is just called Spirited, with Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds. Bro, that's pretty good. It's funny. It's a retelling. It's like a rehashing of A Christmas Carol. It's like a different version from a different perspective. It's kind of like told from the perspective of the ghosts that do the hauntings. That's legit if you haven't seen that one. And then, of course, you've got Jim Carrey's The Grinch. That is an absolute must-watch every year. That's a classic. And then, you know, that new kind of 3D animation Grinch that they came out with a couple years ago, that's pretty good. We like that one as well. And even the classic Grinch, just the classic Dr. Seuss cartoon animation from way back in the day, that's good. Oh yeah, check out Spirited, man. Check it out. It's good. It's funny. It's a good time. And then what else do we got? Let's see. I'm just waiting on. Sorry guys, I for sure thought this was gonna be up and running. This server working 9 to 5, just trying to make a living. You know what we don't watch anymore really though is like the old claymation animation like Rudolph, Frosty, what was that, like Land of the Misfit Toys one? Ooh, you know what we could take a look at? The patch notes when they drop. I'll go search that after this one. I got like performance anxiety doing this on Livestream or something. Also, you know, I'm newer to mouse and keyboard, man. Some people are so freaking cracked on mouse and keyboard with these aim trainers. It's like, what? How do they even get that score? Working. Let's see if they got. Let's pull up the Reach the Finals They got the new art here, but introducing season 5, season 4 news and patch notes. So it's not quite there yet. I've got the Discord pulled up. That way, when they drop the server announcement on the Discord, I'll get like a little indication. Working 9 to 5, just trying to make a living. Da 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 da. Oh, man. I really thought this was going to be on and popping at this point. Da 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 da. All right. Guess we'll just do a little bit more of this. What else about? Trying to think of some other Christmas movies. What was that Christmas movie? It was like a real violent Christmas movie where the dude Hopper from Stranger Things plays Santa Claus or something, right? And it's like an action, violent, ultra violent action Santa movie. You guys, anybody know that? Just, you know what I'm talking about? God, what was that called? I can't remember that dude's name, Hopper from Stranger Things. But he played as a super violent Halloweeny guy. Let's click some dots. Oh, I'm so bad at click timing. My best skill set with aiming with the mouse is reactive. Bad Santa. That's what it is. Bad Santa. Yep. Nailed it. I watched that last year and felt, oh, man, I hate this one. It's just not fun. I fell straight asleep, honestly. I didn't really get to watch the whole thing. Hey, Justin, are you mouse and keyboard or are you controller? Remind me. You might have told me already, but I don't remember. Ooh. Someone's awake. I think I just heard the dog come out of my kid's room. Not sure, though. I gotta figure out a way to, like, come home early or something today. Working 9 to 5, just trying to make a living. Man, still no server update? What is going on? Man. Oh, that's right. We had the whole PlayStation conversation. You've been replaying Final Fantasy on the new PS5, which is so awesome, by the way. Where are you at? Why is it not? What's going on here? Where are you at in your playthrough on Final Fantasy? Are you in the first disc still, or are you on the second part that came out? And then, like, where in the storyline? Because I remember, like I said, I think in that stream, I beat Final Fantasy over and over and over again. Like, when I was a kid, it was like middle school when that came out, and I was like the player guide for all my friends, just because I just beat that game inside and out. So I know the storyline really, really well. And I played like a little bit, kind of almost like a demo of the first remake that had come out, and I thought it was like really awesome. So yeah, like I'm curious where you're at on the playthrough. Click timing skills need work. You know what's crazy is, like, wasn't Elon Musk like one of the top, if not the top, Diablo 4 player in the world here recently? And it makes me feel like such a little biznatch, because it's like, how? You have 1 hour left. Is that on the first part or the second part? Because there was 2 parts, right, on the Final Fantasy VII. There was the first part that was released on PlayStation 4, and then the second part was a PlayStation 5 version, if I remember correctly. But yeah, Elon Musk has the time to do everything this dude is doing, right? Like CEO of some like wild ass companies like Tesla, SpaceX, fucking, I don't know, Dogecoin, whatever. Then he's like campaigning for Donald Trump and doing all that. Meanwhile, he's playing so much Diablo 4. He becomes, I can't remember it, chat, help me out. We might Google this, but like he was either the top or like the top 5 Diablo 4 players in the world. And it's like, bruh, how is that? How do you do that? How do you have time for that? It makes me feel like when I say things like, man, I just, I'm a full-time parent, like I'm a full-time adult, right? I'm a blue-collar gamer. What that means is, I got a full-time job. I'm a full-time husband, dad. We just got priorities. Second part. You're on the second part, Justin. Cool, bro. Cool. That's awesome. Yeah, so priorities, like, I can't just game my life away. Just because I got, like, other, I'm a professional adult, kind of. But then you got Elon Musk, who is 10 times the adult I am in terms of, like, by measure of responsibility. And this motherfucker still manages to obsessively play Diablo to the degree of which he is, like, top whatever in the world. What? It makes me feel like a little bitch. It's like, bruh, slow down, dude. You gotta wonder though if like his kid even knows who he is. Kinda, you know what I mean? Like, how does he find time to spend time? How does he find the space and time to hang out with his child? He's got one child or multiple children's, and I believe the child's got like a wild ass name, right? But yeah, so it's like maybe I'm sleeping too much. Maybe I should get less hours of sleep. Because it's like, how can I have a lot of trouble finding the time to grind World Tour and or ranked or whatever in the finals. The server is down now? What you mean, Willis? Oh, it's down as in like, okay, so they're probably doing their reset. That's what you mean, Justin? Thank you for the heads up, sir. Thank you for the heads up. Yeah, so back to Elon, or like just, how I feel like I don't get to have word. All right. I feel like I don't get to have an excuse for not hitting Emerald in the finals. When you have Elon Musk doing Elon Musk things and then finishing in the top whatever for Diablo 4. Y'all heard about that, right? That's wild. It's wild. Speaking of wild, what about this like healthcare CEO assassinator? Like here in the U.S., I don't know if I got some homies across the pond watching with you, Justin. Sometimes I get some Euros in here watching. Much appreciated, by the way. But yeah, so we just had a dude here in the United States freaking put a mob hit on a healthcare CEO. I mean, it's like straight out of a movie, dude. It's wild. I'm not totally convinced that we don't live in the Matrix. Just saying. Let's see if this... Nope, still season 4 update. I'm constantly clicking refresh here on the Reach the Finals page. That way we can go... We'll take a look at the patch notes. Dude, kind of see what the final changes are after... Oh, God. After the playtest that we got... Oh, Lord. on Monday. You know what? It is kind of like I don't usually talk and do this at the same time. It's interesting because it does take a little bit of like my focus away. So it's probably good exercise to sit here and try to have a conversation with y'all while I'm doing this, because it kind of does make it more difficult. It's kind of like the reason why you can drive a car, right? Once you've been driving for a while, all of those motor functions become so secondhand. You just found a game in the old update, Justin. Justin H says that he just found a game, and I guess with the season 4 kit, the season 4 patch. Yeah, I don't think. I kind of thought, again, I heard from a bird that it was going to be out. It was going to be out like 10 minutes ago. But what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So, like, I don't know if any of you guys have ever driven a manual. That's a stick shift in a vehicle, which requires a lot more motor function and activity than just driving a manual in a vehicle. And so, like, once you kind of develop that muscle memory to just drive a stick shift, and you've been doing it for a while or whatever, you can have conversations. You can, like, sing songs on the radio. You can have, like, an in-depth conversation with someone you're sitting next to. But the moment you almost get in a car accident, like, you stop talking. Like, if you're mid-sentence just having a casual conversation with your passenger, and then something like crazy happens on the road, you stop talking. You don't even think about the stopping of the talk. You just stop. And that's because we only have so much bandwidth of information that our brains can process at any given time. Yes, season 4, I was told 5 a.m. was going to drop. Hey, what's going on? Ready up? Morning, sir. Morning, sir. Yeah, you know, it was also a surprise for me, too. I woke up at like 3 something, and I was just sitting here. I was like, well, maybe I'll do some aim trainer or whatever. But then I heard that the season was going to drop. And so I was like, you know what? I'll do a surprise stream, and I'll just kind of goof off until I have to go to work. Unfortunately, I've got to go to work today. As I was saying, though, morning, though. I hope you're doing well, Reddy. I hope you're doing super well, my friend. But, yeah, back to my conversation. In terms of, like, bandwidth allocation, like, our brains do literally kind of operate like computers in terms of bandwidth and bits of data of computation. So, like, and this is why we distort, delete, and generalize information that our 5 senses take in. So our brain actually chokes out a whole bunch of bits of data. I think there's something, I've heard different numbers, but I've heard there's like there's millions of bits of data available in our environment at any given time as perceived by our 5 faculties. You know, our sight, hearing, taste, touch, olfactory. Olfactory, by the way, is the fancy word for smell. So there's an available, I've heard different numbers, like I said, but like in the realm of like millions of bits of data in the environment at any given time. And then your brain creates a system to filter out unnecessary bits of data by deleting information, distorting it, and then also generalizing it. And by generalizing, what I mean is your brain creates a file folder to generalize information. For instance, when you look at a doorknob, everybody can look at a doorknob and then generalize that if I were to touch and turn that doorknob, that would open the door. So we generalize that. So every doorknob we ever see ever and everywhere, we automatically know like what that's supposed to mean and what that's supposed to do. That's the function of that. So we generalize that. Another generalization that can happen that's a little bit more abstract is something like all men are dogs, meaning that all men are bad, right? So a girl can get treated poorly, and then therefore she generalizes all men as you know, a-holes. Yeah, it's a yap sesh. It's a yap sesh, bro. I'm waiting for the season to drop. I'm just getting into it. So yeah, our brains delete, distort, and generalize information. So that's actually a poor generalization, whereas like the doorknob generalization it benefits us, right? Because then every time we see a doorknob, we don't have to learn what a doorknob is, right? Because our brains file that away as a generalization. So generalizations are is a way for our brains to chunk down the available bits of data that are in the environment to a means of which that we can actually comprehend and understand them. Sometimes that gets out of control when you introduce psychedelics. So psychedelics can actually tamper with that system that our brains have in place to chunk information down to a level of which that we can actually have conscious computation of our environment. Because if we didn't have that choke system, it would be too much. It'd be too much data. But nonetheless, what they speculate, what they've done is tried to say that our brains can actually only comprehend like 60 or so, 45. I've heard some very varying numbers, but like 45 to 65 bits of data at any given time. And we actually cannot multitask. What we do is called switch tasking, in that we're very good at switch tasking, meaning switching tasks so quickly and simultaneously that it seems as if we are multitasking. But in fact, our brain can only focus attention on one thing at a time. And so my analogy here is that, hey, I'm glad you're doing good, Ready Up. Yeah, we're all good at the house. So my analogy is that in terms of bandwidth allocation, like when you're driving a manual stick shift and you're sitting there having a chat with your homie, your brain is able to do the switch tasking very, very quickly, and you have enough bandwidth allocation to hold the conversation and like drive the manual stick shift of your vehicle. But when an accident or like when a clear and present danger makes itself appears in front of you, like in the form of someone stopping abruptly or whatever, your brain has to allocate all of its bandwidth on that and precisely that. And so you stop if you're singing a song, you stop singing a song, right? When you almost get in a car accident, because your brain, your reflexive nature automatically takes all of your bandwidth allocation and puts it and places it on that. So you can try to navigate that clear, near, and immediate danger. So the whole reason this conversation got started, what's going on, Gail? Yeah. What guns do I think will be good in season 5? I could tell you this. It depends on the class. This is without really knowing what kind of like last second. Hold on, my wife is texting me. She's awake. She's like, "Are you playing early this morning?" It's season 5 update day. What's going on, Emerald Cowboy? Gail Lewis, what's going on? We're just waiting for this patch to drop. We're going to take a little look-see. Still no notes. The 93R. The 93R saw the buff that everybody has been waiting for. You can now two-shot lights with the 93R. So look for the 93R to be an absolute beast. I know I myself am going to be 93Ring all over everybody's face. It also got a sight, so the 93R got a red dot sight. If you're game for that, another big light weapon, I think. If I can go off because I got to preview season 5. I got to play around with some of the weapons, and I made some estimations. So, the sniper rifle got a buff. So on the medium, 2 shots to the body. Which means, I think maybe, dude, if you can one-shot a light to the body with the sniper, that's going to be nasty. So the sniper rifle is going to be a little better, for sure. Because it's 1 shot to the head, 1 shot to the body on a heavy. The XP54 got 4 more bullets, but I don't think that's enough to really make that weapon viable. Yeah. I don't know that the FCAR got a buff. Light got a bunch of buffs because no weapon this season. Yeah, so the XP54 got 4 more bullets in the magazine, but I don't necessarily know that that's going to kind of return that thing to greatness. And then what else? I don't know the details of what other things got buffed. I know the LH1, especially the LH1 got a new sight. It got a red dot sight, and it got the visual. There's like no visual recoil on it. I think a lot of, if not all, the weapons got visual coil reduction. So they're just going to feel a little better and easier to shoot. I don't know that FCAR got a buff. I really hope it does, because I've already been like still just loving the FCAR. But I played with Senpai in the pretest, and he said he's like certain that that got a buff. They should just revert it back to season 3. The XP54 should be back to yeah. Hey, thank you, Ready Up. Yeah, I've been playing. I find myself constantly going back to the FCAR. And doing actually really well with it. I feel like I do probably best with the FCAR than I do anything else. So I'm not certain that that got buffed. I'm just waiting for these patch notes to drop, and they are just lagging on that. So what I do know, though, is that the medium shotgun, the Cerberus, is not going to be like this meta shifting weapon. I think in all cases, the medium or the model 1887 is better than the Cerberus. You just got more shots in the barrel, more shots to kind of like compensate for missing. So the success potential for the model 1887 is going to be better with the Cerberus, because after 3 shots, you're put into a reload pattern, and then the damage is not as good. The spread of the pellets on the Cerberus is wider than the model. So you have to be much closer range to land all of the pellets to get all of the damage from one shot. What I think they're going to need to do is I think they're going to need to buff it. And the way to buff that in a way that makes it like kind of fun and interesting is to buff the elemental damage. In the pretest, the Cerberus didn't even light goo on fire. Like, it's got to light goo on fire. It's got to light goo on fire. 3 shots to gas evaporates gas with the Cerberus, but the Cerberus needs to light everything on fire. Because right now, in terms of like just damage, there's no reason to pick the Cerberus over the model. And when it comes to the elemental damage, the fire damage that the Cerberus puts out, it's not fun. Like, it's not, it's not, there's not enough fire things that happen. Like, it barely lit brush on fire, like brush and trees. It wasn't even really lighting that on fire. And so so if we're not going to have like better damage output than the model, why would I pick the Cerberus? Unless it was a lot of fun, right? Like, why am I picking the Cerberus if I'm just going to get more kills more easily with the model? Well, the way you get me to pick the Cerberus is to make it more fun. And to me, the fun element of the Cerberus is the fire. Like, that's a really cool idea, but it needs to be stronger. Like, they need to light, like, that needs to light everything on fire. That needs to light walls on fire. Definitely goo. I'm appalled. I'm offended, sir, that the Cerberus did not light goo on fire. That's got to change. They've got to have that thing set goo up. So I think if the elemental damage after the fire after effect when hitting a person, because they do get lit on fire, but it's kind of like negligent. The flamethrowers, like, once you get lit on fire, I've gotten so many kills after the fact of someone like lighting a light player on fire, and then they run away and they die due to the after effect of the flames. I don't expect it to be that strong because it's not a flamethrower. But it needs to be, I think it needs to be something like more. It's just pretty negligent right now. So yeah, I definitely think that the Cerberus flame should get a buff out of the box just to make it fun. Because right now it's like it doesn't do as well as the model, and the flame stuff, which makes that weapon cool, is kind of like negligent. So every time I finish one, I'm pushing. Yeah, it's not aggressive enough, especially a weapon that shoots fire. For sure. Because if you think about the opportunity cost, right? Like, you get 3 slugs, you get 3 chances to hit your shots. It's 4 shots to kill a heavy, 3 shots to kill a medium, 2 shots to kill a light. And you have to be closer range. And if you miss, like with the heavy, you can't even kill a heavy with 1 clip. Yeah, flamethrower is a lot of fun. Flamethrower is a lot of fun. Ready Up needs to spend a season playing heavy. No, Ready Up. I'm with this dude. I'm with Gale. I love the flamethrower. The season 2, man, that was probably maybe 60% of my weapon selection was flamethrower. What was I saying? Yeah, I was yapping about the Cerberus. Dude, I cannot believe they still haven't I still can't believe they haven't updated this. Mother truckers. Yeah, so that's my thoughts on the Cerberus. I don't know what other kind of buffs that or nerfs that the medium weapons got going into season 5. We'll have to figure that out as soon as they drop the patch notes. And then let's see, what else do we got? So the Shock 50, my recommendation for that is immediately buy the sight. Like the iron sights on the Shock are terrible. I thought it had a lot of visual recoil that made it bad to shoot, but when I put the holographic sight on that thing, it was awesome. Awesome. Shock 50 with the sight is a lot of fun. It's like an SMG, honestly. So it's way better at mid to close range. It's definitely not like, doesn't have the range that the FCAR or the FAMAS has, that's for sure. Which is fine. I don't think the heavy should be able to beam at range. So the Shock 50 is cool. Again, not let's see, what do we got here? The most buffed class in history of the finals. Ooh, is that a hot take? Ready Up says the heavy is the most buffed class in the history of the finals. I think it's either between the heavy or the medium. The sledgehammer is also fun. Yes, yes it is. I don't play it that often, but every time I do, I kind of do have a good time. Now they get to lock you in place. I'm going to hate this season. I honestly think the sledgehammer needs a... Bro, no. Let's see. The sledgehammer absolutely does not need a buff. Absolutely not. No way, Jose. Bro, they still haven't dropped anything. I'm running out of time here, folks. Yeah. Bro, the hammer has like crazy range. No, dude, no way. There's no way that thing needs a buff. No. I don't think so. I respectfully disagree. Respectfully. Let's see. Where was I? Okay, so we got the Shock 50. Yeah, the lock bolt. The lock bolt is pretty dope, dude, to use and annoying to get shot by. I will say this, once you get hit by the lock bolt, you do have a pretty decent amount of range that you can move around within its tether. But like the lock bolt all out of the gate felt like a pretty good accessory. I know I'm going to be using the heck out of the lock bolt. I think the lock bolt is much better than the Vortex device. I guess it's called the Vortex grenade. Is that what it's called? Because it's not really a grenade. It's a remote detonation device. I thought it was a grenade that would just actuate upon landing, like when you threw it. Which is I like the detonation option. That's fine. That's cool. All they need to do. The slam has an AoE after it hits the ground. All they need to do is buff every chance they. All they do is buff every chance they get. I can launch now. I think the server's. You think the server's up? Here's the deal, though. Why did they not put an announcement? Because usually they put an announcement like they go to properties, updates. I've not had an update. I've not installed an update. Install content. My last update install was November 27th. So I don't think we're quite there yet. But you tell me. Yeah. I think it's still because if it was ready, we would see a server update on the Discord, which I'm monitoring, and then I've got the web page open to the reach the finals patch notes, of which I'm constantly refreshing, and trying to see, like, as soon as they drop the patch notes, I want to give them a read through. This is what I was talking about though when I was going on my my brain bandwidth rant, is because I've never played Kovacs and talked at the same time. This is the first time I've ever done this and had a conversation, and it feels harder. And it's got to be because I'm allocating some bandwidth to having a conversation with you guys. But what I was saying is, it's probably good for me to do this. Like trying to... oh, wait. Do we get... Season 5 starts now on X. X just dropped it. Oh, game announcements. All right. I think we're cooking here. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's here. Let's go. I'm going to close Kovacs, and I'm going to pull up the patch notes. Let's take a freaking look, folks. What up, muscles? It's patch day. It's season 5 day, actually, let alone patch day. Let me make sure. Okay, my client's updating. You guys want to watch this? Let's watch this. Is it just this? Is it going to be any different? I love how that medium's like looking at us. What's cracking? This feels like this is the same trailer.
For the next stage.
What's up, Happy Kid? Hey, what's going on, Happy Kid? Thank you. Thanks for coming. The season 5 just came out right now. That beat, that burn hits so hard, man. All right, so we've seen this. Their audio gives me chills every time, dude. For real. All right, let's see what we got here, ladies and gents. The season 5 next stage starts right now. The spotlight is on, and season 5 of the finals begins right now. This isn't just another season. It's a celebration of an unforgettable year since the finals launched. Over 4 thrilling seasons. 4 thrilling seasons? 3 maybe. We've redefined competition in the ultimate game show. Now it's time for the next stage. Season 4 honored our amazing community by bringing back the thrill of ranked tournaments, unveiling vibrant Fortune Stadium, and amplifying everything that makes the finals extraordinary. But this season isn't about just looking back. It's about blazing forward with exciting surprises, groundbreaking features, and a breathtaking new arena. Get ready to dive in, baby. New map, Bernal, son. This map is lit. I played it. It's fun. I'll tell you, here's one little tip about this map, guys. Is you cannot window jump on this map. They did the architecture of all of the windows in such a way that they removed that element. So on Bernal, you cannot window jump. You heard it here, folks. As you explore what the season has to offer, your first stop it's got to be Bernal, a sprawling new map set beneath the imposing Panay de Bernal. One of the largest monoliths in the world. This vibrant town captures the magic and historic charm of Mexico while unleashing the high-octane action of the finals. Let's see. The map pulses with energy, yada, yada, yada. It's awesome. It's awesome is what they're saying. The Shock 50. Okay, so looks like we've got the introduction of the Shock 50 and the Cerberus as we knew. What is window jump and why do they not like it to the point of making it impossible on the map? So window jumping is where you basically stand on the windowsill, the bottom windowsill of a window on the edge with your back facing out the outside part of the building. You jump, look up, and you can grab and clamber up to the next windowsill. That is window jumping, window scaling. And so you can basically, it's another way for you to get a different entry point into a building without just like running up the stairs or something. I don't know why they engineered that map to remove that element. I'm not quite sure why they did that. But it's kind of like it's movement tech, if you will. Maybe I'll make a video about it. So Shock 50, we know all about it. It's the kind of like it's the SMG version for the heavy. It shoots 2 bullets at a time. It is a mid to close range. And as soon as you can buy the sight for this thing, I'm telling y'all. We got the Cerberus 12 gauge. It's an elemental fire weapon. It's got 3 shots in the chamber before you have to reload. It does not hit as hard as the Model 1887. And in the pretest, the flame effect was pretty lackluster. The gravity vortex, it's a remote detonation device that acts and behaves just like the anti-grav cube that the heavy has, but just instead of raising everything up, it sucks everything to its center mass. You can kind of swim through it like you can the anti-grav cube, and that's about as strong and as effective as it is. So you'll see that used as much probably as you see the anti-grav cube used. The lock bolt launcher might be the new must-have utility for the heavy, right? Everybody's got some must-have utilities that, like the defib for the medium, the light we could maybe call the gateway a must-have utility, and then for the heavy it was like always the RPG. Like everybody rocks RPG as the heavy. So the lock bolt might be the new must-have or one of the new must-have weapons for the heavy. And what this does is it shoots a projectile that attaches to a surface, whether it be a wall or the ground. And once it attaches, I think there's like a second delay or so, but then it creates a tether to anyone who's in the vicinity of that projectile. And what that tether does is it essentially puts a leash on that character or that contestant, and it keeps them within the vicinity. It tethers them to that projectile so they can move around within that area, but they can't go out of it. So you basically could trap a team in a certain area, not in one spot, but in an area. Update ready. Let's go. Let's go. New sights and reduced visual recoil. So we detected this when we played. The following are receiving new sights. This is hilarious. The M26 Matter, the Cerberus 12 gauge, and the Model 1887. These shotguns get a sight. I made a joke earlier when we got sights in Season 4. I was like, yo, where's the sight for the model? And it's funny that they actually did that. So it's a red dot sight. The Shock 50 gets a sight. As I said, buy that right away. 93R now gets a red dot. Download it, Happy Kid. Download it. 93R gets a red dot. Louis gun gets a sight. It just looks weird, I think, but it has one. And then the LH1 now gets a red dot. I recommend going red dot on the LH1, especially combined with the reduced recoil. It's a banger. Now, we've got the sponsors. Season 5, which will you choose? Azul T? Be anyone. Via? We as one. And then we've got the Sun. Power is power, and you want it. Now, I've got to tell y'all, let's see. I'm gonna drop it right here. So we've got clubs. Oh, I got to sneeze. Pardon me, guys. So we got clubs. Not only do we have clubs, but we've got sponsors, and I'm gonna drop this. I was gonna reveal this a little later. Bam. This is the new Gun Buck team, baby. Hey, thank you, Ready Up. So we've got Team Buck Wild. The club starts today. Join the Discord. I'll have links in the description. Team Buck Wild. we're getting a recoloring rebrand for the Gumbucks logo. And I don't know if you recognize these colors. And it's definitely not a requirement to go Team Buck Wild. But here is the new logo. All of my, we're going to be transferring over all my branding to this logo recolor today. And that's because, I am picking Azul T. So these are the Azul T colors. Bam. Bam. Now, if you want to join Team Buck Wild, you absolutely do not have to pick Azul Tea as your sponsor. I'm going to go to the second tier of Azul Tea throughout this season. Nice, a happy kid. Join Team Buck Wild, baby. We'll make that as soon as we start the client up. I want to make Team Buck Wild, and y'all can start joining. If I didn't go Azul Tea, and I just love the colors. I love the colors. Like, I feel like this logo is fire. I love the contrast. And updating from the orange and black that I used to have. I'm excited for that. So Azul T, that's what I'm going this season. That's what Unicorn Slayer is going this season. You do not have to go that if you want to join Team Buck Wild for the club. If I wasn't going Azul T, it would have been the Sun. So here we go. Those are the sponsors. Introducing clubs. We just talked about that. So if you join Team Buck Wild, you can join the Discord. You group up with us. We party up. We have a great time. We'll get club bonuses. We'll earn extra XP and extra fans. Now, fans are the things that get you, that help you rank up on your sponsorship cosmetics. So we'll get extra. We got the club wall. So we can actually, it's like a group thread or a group chat that everybody could stay up with activities in that for our club. We've got team up requests. So if you want to go play cash out, quick cash, whatever, you could put in there like, hey, I'm looking to find some people. Anybody down? So that helps you get to play with your friends a little easier because right now it's not great. And then they have daily club contracts. So 2 contracts per day that are only for club members. Let's effing go. The owner leads the club, sets the direction and information. The manager helps coordinate members, and the scout handles recruitment, bringing in new talent to strengthen the team. I didn't know that was coming down. Looks like we can have up to 50 members and feature a unique name and tag. I really hope they let us do a logo as well in the future because we've got a logo in place. Now we might mess with the logo a little bit. So let's go. The finals greatest hits. So we do get a jukebox that allows us to pick and choose and change the music that we hear in the lobby. That's dope. An upgraded console experience. So hopefully that they optimize a little everything a little better for everybody who's playing. But now we can do on PS4. That's a good time. Time to play as Santa Claus. We're introducing gifting, a whole new way to spread love in the finals. Rewarding your friends has never been easier and more fun. Whether it's a sleek cosmetic item, an exciting piece of gear, or even the premium battle pass, you can now share the thrill of unlocking something special with your team. Here we go. This is legit. I've been looking for this, so I'm going to start doing some giveaways. So this season, now that they've introduced this mechanic, we're going to be doing some Gumbuck giveaways, baby, and we're going to be giving away some battle passes. I'm going to do a Gumbuck giveaway probably today. What's up, Tejas? So now that I could do giveaways in game, that's it. Today, we're doing a Gumbuck giveaway. How it works. Players can send up to 5 gifts per day, giving multiple chances to brighten someone's day. Premium Battle Pass gifting. Want to gift the Premium Battle Pass? Just one rule. You need to own it yourself. Well, you know your boy's buying the Battle Pass. So Gumbuck giveaways starting today. I'm going to stream later on, and we'll be doing some Gumbuck giveaways. This is awesome, baby. Tune in for the stream later today if you want a chance to win a free Battle Pass. I'm giving away maybe 1, maybe 3. I don't know. But today, I'm giving away a Battle Pass. 100%. Sorry, Unicorn Slayer, if you're watching this. And there's even more to explore. Season 5 is packed with exciting updates that make the experience bigger and better than ever. We've added a 3v3 final round cash out mode to private matches. Let's go. I repeat, 3v3 final round cash out mode to private matches. And fine-tuned quick cash and ranked modes. Let's see what we got here. We've got added optimizations for Kyoto because that map sucks. And you might spot your name on the billboards. And I saw that in-game, the leader in the game is going to be a giant hologram of that leader is going to be presented kind of like in the background of the map. That is super cool. Season 4, la 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 la, awards, changes. Finally, we get to the changes. Let's get into it, baby. The deets, the nuts and the bolts. Updated the hit sweep for quick melee attacks, making them much more reliable when you're trying to hit targets. Defibrillator added revive sickness. Got to get down with the sickness. To players revived by the defibrillator, causing their specializations and gadgets to be placed on a 5-second cooldown. That's right, folks. When you get defibbed, you're not going to be able to use your specialization or your gadgets for 5 seconds. So if you're a light and you get defibbed, you ain't dashing away, baby. If you're a medium and you get defibbed, you can't chain those defibs anymore. Like, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. I'm actually glad they did that. Yeah, a happy kid. I'm glad they did that. That was much needed. A recurring piece of feedback we received from players is how frustrating chained defibrillator revives can be. This change aims to insert a short barrier for such gameplay. So that's big. That's huge. What this means is you're going to have to be like, I should do a video on defibbing alone. Like, mediums, just because you see a trophy does not mean you need to defib it. There's a strategy to defibbing, and it's not just like a madman, yo. Like a madman. All right. So moving on. This is okay. Jump pad increased the cooldown from 30 seconds to 40 seconds. That's fine. Proximity sensor added to the medium, so the medium now has a proc sensor. In my earlier video when I was talking about that, I think it was like a season 5, what I learned from the season 5, I was like joking around and being like, hey, I was just trying to get people to comment. I was like, oh, what's that thing called that allows you to get advanced information on player placement that the heavy has? Let me know in the comments. I was like kind of goofing off and joking and trying to get some comments in there. Some dude seriously tried to roast me. He was like, look at the finals creator that doesn't even know what the proximity sensor is called. It's like, bro, come on, man. Give me a break. Smoke grenades. Added, so the medium can now, wait. Added the ability for medium contestants to equip smoke grenades. And the heavy has smoke grenades. I don't know how good this is going to be, being is that neither of those have the night vision thingy. Sonar, decreased activation duration. So sonars will now activate quicker when you throw them, from 7.52 to 5.25. Decreased time between sonar pulses from 2.5 to 1.75. So that's a sonar grenade buff. Mindfreak says, revive sickness only for defib right now, not for reviving. That is correct. That's correct, Mindfreak. If you do a long res or the long revive, you'll come back full effect, full health, and have access to all of your specializations and utilities. It's only the defibrillator that saw the nerf that now gives a cooldown or timer upon revive. CNS definitely hit the servers since the game is not connecting. Oh, those dirty dogs, CNS. Game modes. Quick cache. We got updated the respawn system to be wave-based. This is just, so they basically make quick cache exactly like Power Shift in terms of character selection and the wave-based spawner. And so what that means is now when you're dead, you can change classes, you can change weapons, you can change specializations, and the spawn system, it's like if you die or get team wiped, it now behaves just like Power Shift. So you're on that 30-second respawn timer. So depending on when you die and where that respawn timer is on its 30 seconds lifetime, you will respawn. So it might take you 20 seconds to respawn. It might take you 5 seconds to respawn. They're just trying to make this, let's see. This change is an update that aims to reduce the number of long spawns where team wipe adds extra time until respawning just for the players about to spend a coin or to respawn. We believe this will lead to more fun matches and less downtime, and the spawn waves also keep the teams closer together, adding team play. So they're looking to make quick cache just a little more casual and fun. That's fine. I'm good with that. Kyoto adjusted the map border to improve the flow of the hillside area. That's interesting. Redesigned the bamboo forest to improve readability and flow while reducing visual noise. That's good. One of the main goals is creating Kyoto was to explore how we could bring more natural environments to the finals. Since its launch, we've had reoccurring gameplay feedback for Kyoto around the readability and density of the bamboo forest. To improve this, we have reduced the amount of bamboo trees and vegetation and increased the amount of hard cover in that part of the map. Please give it a shot and let us know what you think. Am I from Sweden? Like, am I from Sweden? Or is somebody in the chat from Sweden? Let's verify who we're talking about, Tejas. Because if it's me, nah, bro, I am not from Sweden. Specializations. Cloaking device. Oh, snap. Cloak device got a rework, maybe? Updated the cloaking device to consume energy based on the player's current movement speed while cloaked, meaning that standing still drains energy much more slowly than running or sprinting. Our aim for the cloaking device has always been to encourage a different play of style, one where players could be sneaky and outsmart opponents. Excuse me. However, the previous iterations of the device put the focus on using cloak to ambush or evade enemies in combat rather than play more stealthily. We believe this change encourages players to avoid and outwit opponents with the cloaking device. I'm Tejas. Where am I from? I'm from Earth, sir. I'm from Earth. It's my favorite planet. So I wonder if it changes energy cost between running or like walking and sprinting. I'm not sure. Just kidding, Tejas. I'm from North America. I'm from the North American region. American, born and made and raised and all that kind of stuff. Remove the ability for burning damage to break the cloak effect. Remove the ability for burning damage to break the cloak effect. Okay. So when you get hit with the flames, it doesn't take you out of cloak. Remove the ability for poison damage to break cloaking. All right, so any regular damage or impact damage from fire weapon will be removed from the effect. So, yeah, looks like that's okay. We'll see how that goes. Now, this is the big change. I'm so glad they brought this back. Don't call it a comeback, because when I did play heavy dominantly in Season 2, I juggled. I made the mesh shield, and I would juggle that thing, man, and just wreck people by juggling it. So I was really mad at the penalty, the timer penalty that they put on juggling the mesh. Reworked the mesh shield to make it energy based. The shield has 750 energy or HP in total and loses energy each time it takes damage. A sum of 225 energy is also lost each time the player lowers the shield, with energy only being regenerated when the shield mesh has not taken damage for a short time. The mesh shield no longer has a cooldown, with shield management replacing it. I do not know where you're from. I do not know what that means either, Hindi. Cool, man. You're from India? That is super, super rad. I would love to visit India at some point in my life. That's like a bucket list thing. Well, thank you. I'm so glad you're all the way over here from India, bruh. What time is it where you're at right now? So this is cool. So now the mesh shield operates just like the lights camo, in that it has an energy cost when you start juggling it. Like, I'm good with that. Now to the buffs, or the weapons rather. I said buffs. 4:27, is that PM? I imagine that's PM. Yeah, okay. So it's afternoon for you, buddy. Awesome. Idhar AA. I do not know. I'm probably butchering how you pronounce that. Idhar AA. I don't know what that means. Yes, I'll be making a club in just a moment. Like, as soon as we get done looking at this, I'm going to make the club. All right, folks. 93R. Increased damage from 24 to 28 per bullet. That is huge. Decreased horizontal recoil after the third burst, making the gun easier to control. It means come here. That's what I should start saying when I do Idhar AA, is what I'm going to start yelling when I use the winch claw. All right. So they decreased the vertical recoil slightly to make the gun easier to control. Increased damage fall off start range from 23 to 28. So now it shoots better at range. Increase the damage fall off multiplier at max range from 45 to 55, meaning the weapon will do more damage at longer range. After being somewhat cautious in the buffs with the 93R in previous releases, due to some internal testing, they decided to go for a more nuclear buff. We hope this finally brings the 93R in the meta in a good way. 93R out of the gate. Let's go. That's a huge buff. It's better at range, easier to control, and at 2 shots of lights. Let's go. 93R. 'Tis the season, folks. Dual blades, basic attack. Increase the speed and duration of the lunge for each attack animation, making it easier to reach targets that are just out of range. Dual blades got a little bit of a buff there. The deflect. Decrease the dispersion angle of deflect bullets from 2.5 to 1, meaning deflect bullets are now more accurate. Decrease the damage modifier for direct hits from enemy bullets from 2.2 to 0.1, meaning players will now take less damage when deflecting. Decrease damage modifier for glancing hits from enemy bullets from 0.4 to 0.3, meaning players will now take less damage when deflecting hits at the edge of the blades. Increase deflection angle from 25 to 35, making it easier to block. Decreased incoming melee damage modifier from 0.33 to 0.25, meaning players will take less damage from melee attacks when trying to deflect. Yo, this, like, my brother who plays, he's loved the dual blades. He's gonna be giddy with this. He's like, please buff the dual blades because he's already cracked at them. The R357 revolver decreased bullet dispersion when firing from the hip by approximately 20%. Thank you, Jeebus. Because what I've been saying is this weapon sucks because it is so freaking inconsistent. I'm so glad that they buffed that. Let's go. We'll see. I'm going to use it. We'll see how it goes. Spear, basic attack. Increase the lunge distance from 6 meters to 7.5 on basic attacks, making it easier to hit enemies. Increase the lunge speed by approximately 15%. Increase lunge cancel on basic attacks, causing players to rest earlier once they hit the target. And the secondary attack, increase the damage of each swing from 100 to 105. So they're basically trying to make the spear a contender against the sledge. Thank you, guys. Let's buff things. Let's get off the nerf train and get on the buff thing. The XP54 got an ammo increase from 30 to 34. This is not going to do it. We need more for the XP54. That's all I'll say about that. Decrease the amount of animated visual recoil significantly on all red dot optics across all weapons that can equip them, making those weapons easier to aim. So if it can take a red dot optic, put it on. Put that thing on. I'm not going to go over all the content and bug fixes. When I do an actual video on this, I might. I just don't think we need to go through all this, what they changed here. I typically don't. But I'll go through them. I'll make a video. I'll also put a link to this. So let's open up the game. I'm ready for it. We're launching. Idhar. Am I saying it right, Tejas? Idhar? I'm like an international man of mystery here, folks. Tejas, my dude. Yes, the club is getting made first thing. Idhar. Do you say for the AA part? I don't know how to pronounce that. I might Google that, how to pronounce it. Is it Idhar ha? Idhar no way. Really? Dude, I could be a spy, an international spy. We're going undercover in India. Oh, we're cooking. Let's see how it goes, folks. A little intro video here, I'm sure. Yas. We are connecting. When I stream later today, I basically turned this into my streaming thumbnail. Hey, tune in for the stream today. I don't have a time yet, but we'll be doing gumbutt giveaways, baby. I'll be gifting the battle passes today. Gumbutt giveaway. I like rhyming when I talk. Kind of like Dr. Seuss style. I wish I did it more. I wish I could do it more. It'd be cool if you were so good at rhyming just when you talked, not necessarily rapping, that you could just basically Dr. Seuss your entire day. It would be so okay. If I could play Dr. Seuss all day. Hey, I'm kind of good at it, actually. I didn't know. I didn't realize. Got a lot of natural talents here, folks. Little God-given gifts. One day I got to take y'all down memory lane for me in terms of God-given gifts, because I have this unique ability to consume copious amounts of food, and I have won several food eating competitions. One of them was I ate 96 ounces of steak in under an hour, plus a baked potato, like a salad, a roll, or something like that. I think corn. 96 ounces of steak in less than an hour, folks. I hold that record in, what state was that? I think it was Kansas. I believe I was in Kansas when I did that one. Yeah, I've eaten a 10-pound burger. 10-pound burger in 51 minutes, and I had to eat like a whole bunch of fries and then a slice of pie or something. I did that one. Let's see. I did the Big Texan. That's in Amarillo in Texas. That one was easy. That's only 72 ounces of steak in less than an hour, plus a couple of other. You had to eat like a roll and all this kind of stuff. That was cakewalk. I did that in like 30 minutes, dude. There was a burrito challenge. You had to eat, what was that? 8 pounds of a burrito. That one was hard because it was filled with a lot of carbs, like rice, potatoes, etc. And all of that stuff started to expand. So that was the most uncomfortable one I've ever done. Yeah, no visual recoil with the red dot. I think it's specifically the red dot ready up, because I will tell you this, the Shock 50 iron sights had a lot of visual recoil. And in the patch notes, they specifically called out red dot. Red dot. Yeah, it's delicious when you get started, a happy kid. But after you're into it, it's the deliciousness goes away. Is this taking a long time? Is anybody logged in? This feels like this is taking a long time. Oh, here. Yay.
Can you believe it, June? We've had one whole year of high-octane action,
let's go.
and absolute mayhem.
It's been a wild
I would love to visit India, Tejas. I would love to see the whole world, bro. I've only been out of the U.S. through Canada when I was driving to Alaska.
Contestants can hit the arenas as part of a community. Whether you're building rivalries, climbing the ranks, or just having fun, you can now leave your mark together.
All right. I think we've seen this. We know what we're getting into in the sponsorships. Open Battle Pass. Buy Premium. Let's go. Battle Pass out the gate, ladies and gentlemen. It's game time. Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, children, dogs, and cats. Hey, look at that. I got that. That's cool. Ooh, they're just throwing me all the gifts, showering me with gifts. All right, so first things first. Where do we sign up? Career. It's season 2 of Azul T, folks. I'm renewing my contract. Let's go. By continuing your partnership with Azul T, you agree that reinvention is a journey, not a destination. We kindly remind you that the fans prefer consistency. Bam. So Teja, I probably got your name wrong. Congratulations on signing with the sponsor. Make them proud. So when I see the J in your name, I think Spanish, because I'm from America. So like that's the most closely related language. And the J is silent in Spanish language. So Tejas, to me, would be how you'd pronounce that from the Spanish language. But I think you guys actually say your J's or pronounce your J's, right? So it'd be Tejas, maybe? All right. You've doubled down on your sponsor. To show their appreciation, your sponsor is boosting your progress in the last season's loyalty tier. Let's go. So I finished last season, so I got all that. I'm about to get some pantalones. Look at them pants. Look at them. So tight. And then we've got this. This is more like, I don't know. I'll let Unicorn Slayer wear that. That doesn't feel like that's for me. I do like this, though. Yo, that's it right there. Look at them. Just got some clean nails. And then we've got that. That's okay. I might rock that. I might rock that. Nothing is silent. Yeah. I got you. Yeah, I can't wait till the first season so I can get the battle pass. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, hey, Justin H., if you tune into my stream today, you might be gifted a battle pass. Whoa, your skin looks like H2O Delirious old GTA skin. Yeah, buddy. All right, so where's the club? Let's get started right now. Create a club, folks. It is Team Buck Wild, all caps. BLK WLD. Wait, what? I thought we got 6. Oh, it's only 4. What do we do? What do we do here? BKWLD? What do y'all think? BKWLD? Public? Y'all good with that? BKWLD? I do know that, Justin. You're a certified G. You're a true Buck Wilder. All right, BKWLD, ready up, got to vote. He's one of my commander-in-chiefs, so we'll go continue. Any language, North America, club focus. I like casual. You know, I play with my wife and all my kids, but, you know, we'll definitely welcome competitors. But we're not sweaty here. We're here for a good time, baby. All modes, any rank, we accept and take all. As long as you have a positive, good, and happy attitude and you love living life, you're welcome here at Team Buck Wild, baby. This is what I don't like. I'm not feeling any of these. Help me pick one, guys. Help me pick one. If you're here on this stream, you're going to have input in Team Buck Wild. I don't even know where to go. Give me a direction here. I wish I could upload my own logo. Let's see. What closely represents... You think... Okay, we got 1 vote for the egg. What else do we got? Let's take a look at that. Anybody else have some input? It'd be cool if they had a bee-looking thing, maybe the bottom left. So this thing here, okay. All right, what else? Anybody else got some input? Because right now we've got a vote for this, and we've got a vote for the Namitami. I think we can change this if we want. I don't think this is like set in stone. I'm pretty sure you can edit pretty easily. We got the X, second row first, this one here. This I kind of thought maybe the star 2. We got 2 for the egg. The star, since you got the Texas, that's true. The Texas star. This is like this makes me feel like Pac-Man. I don't know about that one. Star might work. I think we go star. Yeah, I think we go star. Borders, Azult, background theme, Azult. Because, you know, the Team Buck Wild logo, if you're just jumping on the stream, we'll show you that Team Buck Wild logo. Oh, actually, no, this is not the Team Buck Wild logo, but this is going to be my new colors. My new colors here, folks. So I feel like that's good. That matches good. I wish I could do the pink for the background. What is this? I'm curious what this looks like, though. Oh, that's in Gmo. Yeah, we'll definitely go there. Star it is, baby. Star it is. All right, so I think we're ready to go. Team Buck Wild is officially accepting applications. Club options. Border. There we go. Confirm changes. So you can change the logo at any given time. Maybe we, as a club, unlock new customizations later. Maybe so. Yeah, maybe you can earn them. Back to clubs. So yeah, taken. Let's see. Ooh, yeah. There was one thing. Manage. Join applications. How do I invite roles? We got roles. We got preferences. Do we do request only? Does that make it so you have to put in an application? Is that what we want to do here, folks? We don't just let anyone in, right? Is that right? See if you can, hey, ready up. Go through the, see if you can look it up. I want to see how you, I want to see what it's like for you when you go to join the club. Let me know. Go try to join it. See if you could search up Buck Wild and put in a request. I want to see how that system works. We'll look at the contracts here in a second. Okay. Join applications. Ready up. Accept up. And Ready Up. Ready Up's got the manager role, peeps. He's in place. And then we're going to need to get us a scout. We're going to need to get us a good scout. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. That's cool. We'll start getting people on here. Nabiko. All right. Let's take a. So here we could do. Welcome to Team Buck Wild. What's going on? What's going on? Thank you, Ready Up. Yeah, we'll get together offline and we'll put our heads together and do some good promotional stuff. This is gonna be awesome. I'm so freaking excited. So we can yeah, thank you. So we can rank up our club. This is so cool. I did choose Azul-T. Ready Up. Azul-T this season. I'm doubling down on Azul-T. There's a lot of the reason why I like Azul-T is number one, I like the colors. Like to me, I like that blue. And the second thing is there's a lot of stuff in the store, cosmetics that we can buy. What? I'm buying that. There's a lot of cosmetics already that have that blue that we can all match if we want to when we're playing the teams. Dude, Ready Up's already on top of it. All right, so I think let's see. We'll go to, hold on. Unicorn's texting me. I actually have to bounce because I gotta go to frickin' work. But I'm gonna be back this afternoon. I'll be streaming. We'll be doing Gumbuck giveaways. So I'm probably gonna end it there, guys. Hey, thanks for being on the stream so early with me today. I really enjoyed being here with you guys to kind of wait for this thing to get started and popping. I'm glad that you guys were here for the journey and viewed the launch of Season 5 with me live. I'm going to go to work. I got to do like some professional, responsible adult things. And then I'm going to come back. We're going to live stream again. We're going to play all day. We're going to be doing Gumbuck giveaway, baby. So stay tuned for that. I will see you all here shortly.